Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion broke the internet over the weekend. And I'm conflicted about this situation. On one hand, and it's crazy that when I look at situations like this is one of the things that I always try to talk about fan bases and people that consider themselves fans of certain people on the internet. Now that social media has taken over like commentary of all these things, right? So now I don't have a problem like in from my era, disc records what that's what it was, battling on a record. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter like who it was, people battled on a record. Like even far back before my era, the 80s or 70s, it was battles. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop in general, battles and diss records has always been a part of hip hop. So a lot of people saying, oh, people need to come together and all that and unity, but it's hip hop. At the end of the day, if you say you the best, so I'm not mad. Like I didn't like that Megan Thee Stallion stuff. That's just not my type of music, right? But I can respect anybody that consider himself a rapper because you got to rap. You should be able to say what you got to say on on wax, what we used to call wax, right? You know, you bring it to the record and say what you got to say. So it's not a full on Nicki diss, but it was some shots here and there, and she had to speak her piece, and everybody should be able to speak their piece, regardless. But what Nicki did, she did two things, and I'm gonna get to the fans after this. But Nicki did two things. Nicki was able to latch herself onto the record and take the energy of the record and pull it toward her. And that's just the era that we in. And she made it about a response. But she put bars, at least a snippet of bars behind what she was saying. To say, okay, you want to rap? Let's rap. And regardless of whether you like Nicki Minaj or not, she can rap. So she pulled the energy from that record and put it toward her, which helped her ultimately. Because that's just the era that we in, the nonsense, the mess and all that. That's what a lot of people come for. And whether you there for the love or the hate, you still bring the energy toward her. And that's what a lot of people do not understand. So Nicki was a genius on that. Like, oh, that's what y'all do. Let me just use Instagram and use this place and that place to come in and just pour all that energy from that mega disc record toward me. I'm just keep pulling that energy because all them people that views, all them people come, they want to hear what she got to say. And her being direct was smart because now she's saying it. And then she can say, okay, I got a record for you, which is going to stream and break records. That's genius because people like mess, people like BS. And now to have a diss record now, you got to have mess and BS. Back in the day, it was just about the bars and what you were saying to the person. And I'm hearing people say, I am not with talking about the dead. Anybody that watches this channel know that I'm not with that at all. At all. So I know Megan's mother was brought up, but I didn't feel she was being disrespectful to Megan's mother. But some people might say she shouldn't have been brought up at all because she's passed on. And I don't have a problem with anybody saying that. But I'm from an era with hip hop, with Tupac, man. God. Tupac said some things on that, on them songs. Ice Cube, Jay-Z Super Ugly. That was just like, woo. So I'm from that era, man. I've the Jada Beanie beef is just like this records is a part of hip hop. And another thing, the fan bases be messing up the experience. Hey, let them put out their records and then you judge the records. But by people say I'm team this and team that, man, listen, when Big and Tupac had an issue, when Tupac dissed Biggie, I wasn't Team Tupac or Team Biggie because I was a fan of both of them. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted Biggie to respond. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Biggie and Tupac. So to me, I was like, ooh, he got Big, but I'm just waiting to see what Big said because Big is a monster. You get what I'm saying? And I think we were robbed of that. It's unfortunate that both of those brothers lost their lives. But on wax, Tupac just went nuts on Big. And I remember it, I'm a young teenager at the time, and I'm listening to that music. I'm like, dang, Tupac, he owned Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, on Bad Boy. They need to do something. So I know it's shots here and there with Big, but I'm from that era. And Jay-Z and Nas. When Jay with the Takeover, I was a huge Jay. I had all Jay albums. I like Nas too, but at the time I just wasn't like a whole album Nas guy at the time. So when the Takeover came out, I was like, oof, that's ugly. Nas got like when the Takeover was out months. See, y'all looking at stuff now as somebody say something about you, got to come like the next minute, couple minutes. Oh, they said, oh, let me pull it up my phone because back then a response could be 6 months, and I believe between the Takeover drop it and Ether, it was 6 months. So Nas took his time and responded. When Nas responded, I was like, whoo. And I immediately brought Still Illmatic, which came out right around the time of Ether. And I just been a Nas fan ever since. You dig what I'm saying? And Jay-Z came with Super Ugly. I listened to that. I didn't choose sides. I just enjoyed the lyrics. I enjoyed the bars. And I enjoyed the battle because I look at it as a battle. And the problem with fans right now is people want to get personal, talk about people personally, talk about Nicki Minaj being old. Why when it comes to female rappers, like I've seen this done a little bit with males, but when it comes to female rappers, we got to talk about age. Most of these guys you listening to, they older than Nicki Minaj. Y'all bumping Gucci Mane, Jeezy, and Future. These people just about Nicki Minaj. Hey, ain't Drake in his late 30s? That's cool, but she's the only one that's judged about her age. Her age ain't got nothing to do with it. We're talking about whether the music is better. You know what I'm saying? People want to talk about a family and this and that. Let that be Megan bars, right? Not yours. So that's what like the problem with the back and forth is the fans mess up the experience. Well, we should be talking about, man, that like I said, the Megan diss track, I listened to some of it. It just ain't my type of music. It just I just be trying to see if there's some bars in it where it's something that's nostalgic and hip hop, but it ain't my style of music. But that's what people should be talking about. Like, that really didn't hurt nobody. Or, ooh, she got her. That what we should be talking about instead of the personal thing. Let them keep that in the music and be able to creatively do that. Like Tupac was able to creatively do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what hip hop is about. All the way back to Cool J and Cool Mo D. You know what I'm saying? Cannabis and LL Cool J. I thought that was dope. When I was in high school, I was like, oh, Cannabis got him with the Mike Tyson video. So, and Cool J came back on him. Oh, so I'm just saying, like, we got to enjoy, people can't enjoy the experience because of the toxic with the fans. People got to they so invested in these people that's like, golly, just let them get it off. You know what I'm saying? Let Nicki come with her response, right? And then Megan can come with a response and let them battle. Cause y'all been talking crazy. Oh, nobody want to battle no more. Everybody want to go to Instagram and talk about this. Yeah, they could talk about it on social media, but let them battle. As long as they battling, long as nobody get hurt, it's just hip hop. This has been around forever, y'all. So I just think that the fans need to step back a little bit, and y'all need to, man, come on, man. What you got going on in your life, man? Enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? We was not. Nobody was like wishing death on Biggie and happy that Tupac dead. Yeah, he dead. He needed to die. Where did this toxic nonsense come out? People wanted to see them battle, and then they could be cool later. Nas and Jay-Z survived long enough and lived long enough to able to break that. You know what I'm saying? They got on the stage, pieced it up, and they made dope songs together later on. And that's the dope thing about it. But they battle. At that time, Jay-Z had to come see Nas, and Nas had to come see Jay-Z. That's just how it is in rap. It's competition. It's competitive. It's always going to be competitive. It's a competitive thing. And one of the reasons why hip hop fell off so bad, it stopped being competitive. Everybody just started trying to do what somebody else do. You know what I'm saying? And when it was competitive, it made people step their game up. Now you got to respond to what this person said. And now it got to be dope. So now Nicki's on the hot seat of she got to respond and be dope. So that's what it's supposed to really be about. That's my opinion. So if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave a comment.